You there! Mine...
I've procured some fine wares. Thank you very much. Please, come again.
Oh, it's you! Thanks again for your help earlier. Lately, thugs have been harassing my shop and scaring customers away. Rumor has it they're being hired by my rival, but I don't have proof. Oh, you have a camera, do you? This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Would you be willing to take a photo for me of my rival when he's giving money to the thugs? Great! I'll make it worth your while, I promise. Now, they've apparently been meeting at a residence to the east. And just a little while ago, I saw some thuggish types loitering about. I suspect they'll meet again tonight.
You know what needs to be done, right?
Caught them in the act? Ah, you're a real lifesaver, you know. This should tank his reputation. Be sure to speak to any of my merchants you happen to come upon. I'll see to it they're well stocked.
Hey! Have you got something to say to me? You have a good eye for these. I see. Later then.
What did you want to say? Yes? What is it? Kondo invited me to join. Besides, I thought it would give me ample opportunity to see real life or death combat. That's the honest truth. I don't really mind one way or the other what becomes of Japan or the Shogun. Indeed, I do. What greater enjoyment is there to be had? There's no feeling like your heart throbbing in a fiery duel. Both giving their all, knowing what will happen should they fail. Dodging your opponent's blade by a hair's breadth. Bring me along when you face skilled opponents. I won't forgive you for keeping all the fun to yourself. Oh, this... I was just thinking, I'd like to thank you. I owe you for the sword practice the other day. I ended up just talking about Kondo and the others last time. Missed my chance to ask about you. Is there anyone special in your life? Someone who makes you want to fight harder, for their sake? Ah, like how Kondo is to me. You and I aren't so different, it seems. The Shinsengumi will continue to crack down on the Shogun's enemies. Which likely means facing more master swordsmen like Kawakami. If you draw strength from the memories of those you treasure, there's nothing to fear. No battle will prove too tough. And honestly, those are the moments you feel the most alive. I can't get enough of it. The only thing that truly frightens me is the thought when the day comes that I won't be able to fight anymore. Ah, sorry. You're a good listener. I've rambled on far too long without realizing.
Welcome. What will it be? Please, come again.
Oh, what brings you here? No matter. Lord Katamori here was just telling me what needs to be done next. Stay where you are.
Kyoto is in quite a state. I'm sure I need not tell you. The city is still licking its wounds, and the people suffer amidst widespread chaos. I want the Shinsengumi to begin patrolling the city. You must keep the peace and assuage the people's fears. Understood?
Yes, sir. The Shinsengumi will prove, beyond a doubt, that the Shogunate's authority is alive and well in Kyoto.
Good.
You know, your skill could come in useful. Let's say you help with our patrols.
The Shinsengumi is short on members at the moment. Your help would make all the difference.
Then let's start our patrols early tomorrow morning. This is where we prove the Shinsengumi's true worth. We must live up to the task at all costs.
So you came.
Ah, you came. We're going to split into several teams and patrol the city. You'll come with me. Let's move out! Lord Katamori has high hopes for the Shinsengumi. Failure is not an option. Be on the lookout for lawless men.
I hear that thieving Ronin are going around swindling the people of Kyoto and causing all sorts of trouble.
When public order is disturbed, public minds soon follow.
Just wait!
Stop that! You don't have to be so cruel!
Our mission is to keep the peace. But Ronin only understand the blade.
This way.
You did it! Oh, thank you so much!
Oh, the Imperial city has fallen.
Many temples burned in Zarat.
Oh, it's the Shinsengumi. We feel so much safer with you patrolling our streets.
Happy to serve. You know, when I hear things like that, I feel ready to take on anything. Damn it. Kondo and Hijikata, let's get out of here!
Halt! Piranhas! Identify yourselves!
They don't seem like your ordinary thugs. Ryosuke and I will look into this. Okay by you, Kondo?
Please do. Meanwhile, we'll head back to Mibo and report to Lord Katamori. This way.
Captain, we need reinforcements. We've got sumo wrestlers going on a rampage over there.
Wrestlers, huh? Well, what can you do? Let's go. Just ahead.
Pipsqueaks wanna fight too? Prepare to get flattened!
All the service of the peace! That's enough patrolling for one day. I'll go report to Lord Katamori.
Ah, Kondo. Welcome back. How was the first day of patrols?
We rounded up some Ronin up to no good. As well as some rowdy, drunken sumo wrestlers.
Sounds like you're already seeing results. I expect no less from the mighty Shinsengumi.
There is one thing I found concerning. A gang that fled the moment they saw us.
They saw our faces and knew who we were. I wonder if they could be Serizawa's people.
Serizawa. I've heard nasty rumors about that one. You might very well be right.
Serizawa is a member of the Shinsengumi. We'll need solid proof if we're to question him.
All right. I'm leaving this to you, Kondo. You are the Shinsengumi's captain, after all. Its reputation is in your hands.
Yes, sir.
Do you have some business with me? And what might that be? No, not really. After all, I only belonged to the Tennen Rishin school a short time before Kondo inherited it. But the bond between two people cannot be measured by time alone. Indeed, all of what I am now, I owe to Kondo. Had I not met that man, I'd probably be back in my hometown, wasting my life away, peddling worthless goods. Very nice. All right then. That is all I have to say.
I trust. Thank you. It is simply perfect. Oh, what a surprise. Very well. Let us take a stroll. Do I sense you have something to tell me? What? Oh, excuse me. I am rather at a loss for words. For though I have heard those words from many others, to hear them from your lips, from someone so special to me, is truly wonderful. I love you too. And I promise to tend you with care forevermore. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see you here. I assume Yamagata asked you to come too?
Ah, and here I was, just about to go looking for you. Thanks for saving me the hassle. Nakaoka says he has business with you and Fumi. He's here, in the temple. Go and see what he wants.
So, shall we go and meet with Nakaoka? Alright, Let's not keep him waiting.
Well, I'll leave you to it. There's a few tasks I need to tend to for Nagaoka.
Let's be on our way.
Fumi, I'm feeling much better today. Thank you as always.
Oh, you came. Fumi, mind leaving us alone for a moment? We have some business to discuss first.
Very well then.
I hope you'll excuse me for being blunt, but I need to see what you are made of. I want you to give me everything you got. This really brings me back. You know, Kusaka and I used to fight like this. You're pretty strong. You're strong. Far stronger than I was led to expect. Kusaka sold you well short. I wanted to see how formidable you were, of course. But it's not unrelated to my business with Fumi.
What might that be?
Here. Kusaka asked me to give you this.
We've got trouble! The Shitsugumi are here!
What? So they finally found us? And so many are still nursing wounds.
We have to do something. Please, let me help too.
No, Fumi, you must flee! The three of us will deal with this!
Indeed, we can't allow you to come to harm.
But... What? Thank you. I'm familiar with the temple, so I'll guide you.
That works for me, Yamagata. Come! Let us save our comrades!
Right.
Over here. I'll take you to see the others. I can't believe they made it this far. I'll distract them first, then you strike.
I mean, you're dead. This isn't much, but I want you to have it.
They're here too. Here, let me set you up again.
Thank you. Please, take this with you.
Don't tell me there are more of them! Damn you!
Be brave!
I cannot stand idly by. I know anybody else.
Stay out of this! You're...
Damn, seems this is it.
Shizugumi, fall back!
Thank goodness. We did it somehow.
Everyone's safe now because of you two. We're in your debt.
Please don't mention it. I put you on the spot, and I'm grateful that you gave me a chance.
But we can't rest easy yet. We need to see to it they don't have a chance to return with reinforcements. Nakaoka and I will deal with this. Meanwhile, I want you to take Fumi to a safe place.
Before I forget, this is for you.
A letter?
From Kusaka. He entrusted it to my keeping, with instructions to deliver it to you if the worst should come to pass. Well, we best get going. Take care.
Forgive me. We should get going as well. My husband knew it. He knew that I longed to do my part for others. In his letter, he accepts this and tells me that he's found someone to help me fulfill that desire. That someone is you. If something were to befall him, he urges me to turn to you. Yes, we will. With you, I can feel as though I can achieve anything. It's comforting to have you at my side. Please, watch over me as I make my way.
I'm over here! What? You didn't know that Kusaka and I were pals? I don't get you, Shinsengumi dog. Got more to say? I must admit, I admire your pluck. Fine by me. Shoot! We met way back when I was traveling around the country looking to improve my skills. How many years ago was that again? Sorry, I forget. Anyway, when I left Tosa and was looking for somewhere to stay, he was the first person who came to mind. And during my time in Choshu, we spent every day discussing various social problems and honing our skills. A fine man, that Kusaka. You know me well. Huh? Is he around?
Ah, you're here. What can I do? Go ahead. I have great respect for them. Sakamoto, Takatsuki, everyone. They care deeply for the future of our country. They're also very kind. Whenever I needed help, they were always there for me. I just wish they would let me help them too. Do I look so frail and useless, I wonder? All right. If you'll excuse me.
Been looking after yourself? Do I look like I have the time for chit-chat? Hurry it up. Me. There's a trove of knowledge to be found in the West. The first time I saw for myself what they'd accomplished, I realized how little I really knew. Aside from cholera, there are a lot of illnesses our medicine can't cure. If we don't learn what we can from the West, our country is all but doomed. It's simple. If we want to save lives, we shouldn't be dwelling on what divides our countries. Not that I'm endorsing the Red Demon's methods. Throwing me in jail for the most tenuous of connections to the expulsionists. It makes my blood boil. You've done well. If you need to go, then go.
Hey, you! What's going on with you today? Oh? Go on then. Obviously, we had a hard time putting food on the table. My little sister nearly ended up in the pressure district. I realized what was happening and went to get her. I yelled, "If you're going to kill us, do it fast!" Which shocked them, gave us a chance to escape. I wish I could say that was the worst that happened. Let's just say I'm glad Father's back, and I have you to thank for that. So thank you. I shouldn't have underestimated you. Huh? See you.
I'm glad to see. Really? Oh, it looks like you have quite the collection. Good work. What would you like me to work on? I have a hunch you will be back again. I'm glad. All right then. Be seeing you.
Been well, Etra? Ah. Taken any photographs lately? I'd love to see them. Be sure to drop by again. Been well. Taken any photographs lately? I'd love to see them. Be sure to drop by.
What rotten timing. Just as you drop by, I have to head out for business. There's this restaurant I frequent. The geisha there have been having some trouble lately. One has to lend a helping hand when one can, you know? It's over at Ejiri, so bit of a trek, but you want to come too? Ha! I thought you were looking bored. Well then, by all means, let's be off. As soon as the gang leaders disappeared, they were replaced by corrupt officials. Picking fights at post stations, harassing geishas. Things really have gotten out of control.
Mr. Takazuki, thank you for coming. Just a moment while I prepare refreshments.
Don't waste your time. Those officials, they still giving you trouble?
Yes. They came again last night, made a mess of the place, then left without paying. They're running the business into the ground.
And they presume to run the country. And what of the man I sent ahead? Ito?
He's gone to investigate the officials in question. Please, you must help us. There's no one else we can turn to.
I will do what I can, but it'll likely be just this once. I don't exactly have a lot of free time, I'm afraid. Having heard the dilemma, you'll help too, then. First off, let's meet up with Ito. Come on, let's go.
Mr. Takasugi doesn't quite seem himself. I do hope he's all right. We, all of us here, are very fond of him. You take good care of him for us, won't you?
I hope that fool, Ito, hasn't made a mistake.
Long enough.
officials push me around. Please, let me help you.
Kasuki, you had me worried. Oh, you came too. How encouraging. Those nasty officials are at their base. All we have to do is storm it. Let's go. Niohだ。誰かいるのか。
All done. Let's hurry over to their base.
I'm rather excited. Stalking enemy line of Kasuki.
Let us hold the fort here. You get yourself to the official base.
Indeed. All right, Commander. Get out there!
You little bastards! Yes, I'm gashing their heads in.
What kind of
Hey! I remember you from the prison! Pay for that! Just you wait!
Right, that takes care of that. I'm a bit tired. I would head on back to the restaurant.
Hey, wait. You can't just go by yourself. I'm coming too.
Good walk back there. Everything went smoothly, thanks to you. But these corrupt officials are as common as rats. We would run ourselves ragged if we tried to deal with each and every one of them. No, I would say they were just as bad. It exceeds a petty crime having merchants peddle stolen goods. In any case, it's always the common folk who suffer. Still, they are not completely powerless. This incident should have shown the people of Ejiri that they don't need to fear the authorities. Same for those in Chinatown. By uniting under a common purpose, they can strike back at their oppressors. Now more than ever, I see the truth in Master Shoin's words. If we were to overthrow the shogunate and save Japan, the masses must... It's nothing. I got a little carried away. That's all. I'm all fine now, so don't worry. Just keep this between us. All right?
What the hell happened here? Looks like these men were still breathing pretty recently. This doesn't bode well for Katsura. We need to find him now. Right. I'll start over there. So much of the town has been burned down. So many homes. We're meant to be fighting for a better country. But this is anything but.
Found you at last. Say your prayers!
One man can show someone. Let's even things up, shall we?
My thanks for your kind aid.
That takes care of that. Now then, let's ask our friend here what that's about.
Thank the stars. Glad it was you two who showed up.
Katsura, I had a feeling that was you. What are you doing? The Choshu men feared the worst.
I've been looking into the Shogunate's next moves, but I've let down my comrades by not being able to fight with them. Genzui especially. It wasn't for nothing, though. I got my hands on some vital information. The Shogunate are going to send in a force to deal with Choshu soon.
The Shogunate is making a move. They're seizing their chance to take Choshu out once and for all.
Indeed. And they're expecting the Satsuma to provide the best part of force.
Them again? But weren't they planning to revolt against the government?
Well, the Satsuma are making a show of compliance to the Shogunate, which will spell the end of the Choshu. Any bright ideas?
You know, I've always wondered why the Choshu and Satsuma don't just make an alliance. You're the only ones with enough power to bring about change in this country. If you joined forces, you'd be unstoppable.
You're not wrong. It would be incredible. Could it be done? But the Satsuma and Choshu are sworn enemies. We cannot simply form an alliance.
That's right. Focus on the past and you lose sight of the future. To make a real change, you're going to have to make some hard choices.
I see what you're saying. Then we should ride to Kyusudera Temple. Takamori Saiko of the Satsuma should be there at present, as far as I'm aware. He's the commander of the Satsuma forces right now. If we can persuade him, this plan might have legs. Let's meet at Kyusudera Temple! Could I leave it to you two to broach the subject? I doubt he'll be in the mood to listen if an enemy like me shows up out of nowhere.
No problem. We'll handle this. So, Saigo's in this temple, right?
Ah, that's right. Former chief priest of this place, Yosho, was said to be close with Saigo, and I hear today is the anniversary of his death.
Okay. Time to head inside. We'll get caught if we just rush in. Better to wait the right moment. The grounds are pretty big, so we should prioritize locating Saigo.
Let's be off then.
誰かいる？
かかって覚悟しろ。お相手しよう。変だな。
That was most impressive.
You quite ready?
You quite ready?
Don't rush. Take your time. Thanks for your patronage.
So, you've been ordered to lead the expedition against Choshu. What do you intend to do, Psycho? What would Gesho advise, I wonder? Well, I'll leave you to ponder it. Some solitude may bring you clarity.
Dare anyone threaten me on this most sacred day? Have at them! You deserve nothing less. How dare anyone threaten me on this most sacred day? Take more than that to make me yield. You're no ordinary foes. I swore together that I would live for both of us. I won't die here so easily. Crossing blades with someone with no intention to kill is pointless. You said you would like to speak to me. Are you telling me to ignore the Shogun's direct orders? Preposterous. There is nothing I can do.
Forget the Shogunate. I want to speak to you, not them.
It was the Choshu who drew their swords first. And considering their behavior in Kyoto, how can we leave them be?
Look, I understand Satsuma's perspective. But have you thought about our future?
What do you mean? Change this country? What are you saying?
Saigo, deep down, I know you agree with me. There are things Satsuma can only accomplish with Choshu by its side.
You want us to march alongside our sworn enemies? I simply cannot see it.
And yet it can be so, if we should will it. But first, I should apologize. I am sorry I could not stop the conflict earlier.
Katsura of the Choshu? What are you wearing?
Oh, ignore these filthy rags. I assure you, my aspirations remain unsullied. As my associates have said, we must put aside our differences, even if it means moving heaven and earth. We must transform Japan.
Katsura, I hear you. I accept your proposal. Gesho, too, would have been glad to put an end to the bloodshed.
Then it's settled. The Choshu and Satsuma will join forces, and we shall be the ones to see it through. You know, I've heard that in the West you're meant to hold hands and shake them on occasions like this. Go on. Try it.
Saigo, I look forward to working with you.
The pleasure is mine.
Takamori Saigo, swayed by Ryoma, defies the shogun's orders and calls off the Satsuma assault on the Choshu. This episode helps the Satsuma and Choshu draw closer, and they conclude an alliance aimed at overthrowing the shogunate.
Don't you remember what I told you back then? That I had a dream as big as the damn ocean.
This way.
Don't think you can escape us.
Accept your fate!
They don't give up easily.
Do it! Cut me down!
It's just a scratch. Don't worry.
He needs medical attention! Come on, let's go. I want to get back in the past for a start.
Sounds like a plan. This is a real mess.
After being attacked at the Terada Inn, Ryoma Sakamoto took refuge amongst the Satsuma clan.
Might not be so lucky next time. I'm going to have to leave things to you for now. I'm counting on you.
Oh. I'm listening. You're the... business is now done.
Did Ryoma make it away without any trouble? Sorry I couldn't be there for the send-off. Now we can't afford to ignore what happened at the Terada Inn. But we still don't know the true course of events. Kondo and Hijikata were away from Kyoto, serving the shogunate, which puts both of them out of the picture as suspects.
If the Satsuma-Choshu alliance searches for the culprit in the open, we'll only incur the wrath of the shogunate.
And that's where you come in. We want you to infiltrate the Shinsengumi and sniff out the culprit from within.
I leave the matter to Katsura's judgment.
I knew you'd be on board with the idea. You can handle yourself and adapt to the unexpected. And since you were once part of their number, even fleetingly, you shouldn't raise suspicion. Well, perhaps some of them already know of you, But with a little disguise, no one will notice, I'm sure. You can learn from me. Come to Nishihonganji Temple once you're fully prepared. You need to be ready to pass the initiation.
Something the matter? I'll try to answer you the best I can. You mean Sun, eh? He's pretty adorable. Brought him with me from Satsuma. I take him on walks every day. Princess Atsuko used to like dogs too, you know. But I hear that since coming to Edo, she only ever plays with cats. How anyone could prefer a spoiled cat to a brave dog, oh, it baffles me. When I was a kid, I injured my arm in a fight and gave up swordplay. But I really do like swords. In fact, I'm somewhat of a collector. Not only have I been gifted swords by lords and nobles, but I've also given them away to my comrades. So, if you ever come across a fine specimen, show it to me, will you? Splendid! Understood. Be seeing you.
Come. I can help with all your equipment needs. Anything else? Anything else? Use it right, you hear?
How are you? This place is being used as a Shinsengumi outpost. The arrangements for enlisting have already been made. Thanks to a Satsuma connection, they're expecting a skilled Ronin to join their ranks. I've arranged for a uniform for you as well. You'll easily pass for the rank and file. Unless you can uncover who orchestrated the attack on the Tereda Inn, it won't be safe for Ryoma to come back. I know you're up to the task. The stakes are high, but I'm counting on you. That's what I like to hear. Saigo and I will be praying for your good fortune.
Ah, you must be the new recruit. I've heard much about you.
I've heard talk of your skill with the sword. But a lot of the men here like to talk big. So I'll have to see it to believe it. Have I seen you someplace? Now there's a fearsome look. I expect great things from you. Though I swear I know you from somewhere. I didn't mean anything by it. I apologize. I haven't introduced myself. Shinpachi Nagakura. And this cold fish is Hajime Saito. Saito, show the new recruit around our outpost. And make sure you put them through their paces. Make sure you Listen to Saito's every word, you hear? His skill is peerless. Don't upset him or you're done for.
Good grief. Never. Dueling is strictly forbidden in the organization. Kill another member and you'll be made to turn that sword on yourself. The training facilities are just over there. Let's head in. That's Suzuki and Todo over there. They're the ones to talk to if you're interested. Here's where we trade. Seems we're just in time for a session. You won't make it into the Shinsengumi without some skill at the sword. It's time to show me what you're worth. Try taking him on. Good, I have high hopes.
お相手します。
You did well, but I'd like to see a little more. Now, I'd like you to face him. Don't disappoint me.
行くぞ。What's the verdict? Think they've got what it takes?
The technique is certainly interesting. Not bad at all.
Well, coming from you, I'll take that as a high compliment. Now, what say I grant them the honor of a bout with their superior?
Nagakura is in a different league from the other members you fought. Fancy your chances?
Haha, don't you worry. No one's going to die. No need to hold back. Throw everything at me. I yield! You're no joke.
Most intriguing. Besting Nagakura is no mean feat. Right then, follow me. Ah, you must be the newcomer. Could you come here a moment? Sorry for interrupting. But even in this state, I thought I should at least introduce myself. This is Soji Okita. Neither I nor Nagakura are his match in swordplay. That's all in the past now. Now that I'm bedridden, I don't amount to anything but dead weight. If you want to improve, Saito could teach a thing or two, I'm sure. He's peerless after all. Okita, I'll go on to the dojo. Send the new recruit over once you finish talking. So then, why do you want to join the Shinsengumi? Oh, so you consider yourself quite capable then? I would love to have faced you. But you can see my difficulty. By the way, haven't I met you somewhere before? I seem to recall meeting someone rather like you. Oh, is it now? Well, pardon me for that strange line of inquiry. Saito's waiting, isn't he? You should get going. I'll see you later.
Let's begin. This is quite a surprise.
They're holding their own against Saito.
I see.
I can't believe it. Ever seen Saito cornered like that?
You're strong, that's for sure. There are few amongst our number who would be a match for you.
That is no exaggeration.
Why? You could go toe-to-toe with Kogoro Katsura or Ryoma Sakamoto. Those names must have reached your ears, I'm sure. What kind of rock have you been living under? They're linchpins of the anti-shogunate forces and master swordsman to boot.
Right. I think we can make use of the new recruit. Any objections?
Not from me.
There's someone else I'd like to introduce you to. Follow me. There's an officer I'd like you to meet, Kashitaro Ito. A man so sharp he can tell you where the world is going and exactly how it's going to get there. Suzuki. I pointed him out before. He's Ito's younger brother. He's important to know, too. Leads one of our units. Now, after I introduce you to Ito, I'll speak with him in private. You are to use any means necessary to listen to our conversation. Understood? Ito, I've brought you a new recruit. Their swordsmanship rivals that of myself or Nagakura.
Well, you must truly be something to earn such praise from Saito. I am Kashitaro Ito, Shinsengumi's staff officer. The Shinsengumi is made up of the most elite warriors in Japan against the shogun's cowardly retainers. We are as a tiger to a house cat. This country's very future will be decided by our actions. You would do well to be mindful of the power we wield. As you should. By all means, put that sword arm to use in service of our cause. I expect great things from you. By the way, Saito, can I have a word with you?
That will be all. Dismissed. Listen to our conversation from outside and make note of every word. Got that? Go. I was just asking the newcomer to train the men. Someone so skilled should be able to oversee fencing drills, I thought.
With Kondo and Hijikata absent, and Okita ailing, now's the time. No one can stop us from breaking away from the Shinsengumi.
But without us here, the enemies of the Shogunate lurking in Kyoto may grow bold.
The attempt on Sakamoto at the Terada Inn failed to rouse either the Satsuma or the Choshu. We needn't worry on that account. We are gathering in Aburano-Koji to discuss precisely how to break free. I expect to see you there.
We're finished. You can come out now. Fine work playing the spy. I doubt Ito noticed a thing. You must have heard it yourself, but let me state, Ito is a traitor. I'm keeping watch over him at Kondo's orders. There was an assault at the Terada Inn recently, where Ryoma Sakamoto was attacked. You hadn't heard? He recently became a bigwig in the anti-shogunate forces, prompting Ito's attempt to off him at the Terada Inn. In a nutshell, yes. There's a rumor going around that it was our work, but neither Kondo nor Hijikata were involved. Ito's true intent was to tarnish the Shinsengumi's reputation and to ascertain the plans of the anti-shogunate forces. What we learned is that they can't afford to make any big moves right now, which led to Ito concluding the time was right for him to make his move. I'm going to rid the Shinsengumi of Ito's faction. I know you've only just enlisted, but I will need your help. Meet me at Aburano-Koji. That's where we'll do it.
However good your gun, you might as well be wielding a club. All right, let's see what you've got. Your aim was a little...
There's a fair wind blowing today. You can practice gliding here. Why don't you give it a try? Okay. Amazing!
You look like you have some skill. I have a favor to ask of you. A hulking man calling himself Benkei has been appearing on Gojo Bridge at night. He attacks every samurai he sees, and claims the arms and armor of those he's beaten. Did you have to say it out loud? My reputation would suffer if this were to become public knowledge. That's why I'm seeking help in a place like this. If you can defeat that man and recover my possessions, you'll be well rewarded. Excellent. Now I'd thank you to see to it promptly. Just take care to be discreet. Don't breathe a word of this to a single soul or bring anyone with you.
All those who are distant, give ear! All those who are nigh, bear witness. Benkei is my name. You dare champion. Take us! Once more to the breach, dear friend. Once more. Once more onto the breach, dear friend. Once more. Who dares interrupt? Send me away. This done, I thank thee, brave champion. It would seem I acted somewhat rashly, and yet I regret nothing.
I'm over here. What's the matter? Fine by me. Ryoma's an old friend from Tosa. We actually grew up in the same village. Quite the impulsive fellow, wouldn't you say? Well, I'm the one who's always had to clean up his messes. So, although he is my senior, I can't help but to think of him as my little brother. Which reminds me, I hear you helped him out in Yokohama? I really appreciate it. You know me. Huh? Well, sure I'll be seeing you soon.
Over here. What can I do for you? All right. So, what did you want to talk about? To hear that you feel the same way makes me so happy. Ever since my husband died, you've given me your faith and support. I'm more grateful than words can express. It will be my honor and pleasure to walk hand in hand with you, now and for many years to come. For your safety.
You must have noticed by now. It's better if you keep your distance. I might be contagious. I wanted to keep it a secret if I could, but realized it would have been impossible. You saw me about to fall after all. And anyway, I don't know how long I can keep on fighting like this. Not even the strongest body is free from the threat of disease. Don't you think you should get going before I pass it on to you? Don't ask me that. Don't be so unkind. You're an odd duck. There's no way I would ever risk my neck for the sake of companionship. More importantly, this is not the time for either of us to die. There's still so much left to do. It's down to us to shape this dull and 3D world into something better and brighter. And if the future is short, then I'll live to the fullest while I can. If I want to burn bright, like a firework, I can't stop now. I'm not going quietly.
If you want to come along for the ride, I won't stop you. I will show you a better world. Though this path is not an easy one to walk. What do you want? You know your stuff. Really? Later then.
It's you. Do I look like I have the time for chit-chat? Me. A fine one, considering who her father is. She wears her heart on her sleeve, but you can almost call that a talent. She could do better at mastering herself. It drives me mad seeing how reckless she can be in order to get her way. Huh? What? I'm not worrying about her. We're done here. If you want to know about Oryo, go talk to her yourself. A fine one. Huh? You've done well. If you need to go, then go.